Alright guys, let me share with you my 9 favorite business tools that you need in order to make your online life and business so much better. I'm going to classify them into 3 categories, starting with security, then utility, and then business driving tools. So let's start off with security. We want to stay safe but also anonymous, because quite often we travel around, we work from a coffee shop or hotel, people connect to the public Wi-Fi, and that's the danger, because people can very easily intercept your internet traffic. So you want to be very safe and protect yourself, and that's why I use a VPN. Now there are many different VPNs out there. There's Surfshark and NordVPN, which actually comes from Lithuania, where I'm based, so they have really good choices as well. But for many years I've been using ExpressVPN and have been super happy with them ever since. Basically you sign up to it online, very simple to do, takes you a second, then you get the logins, you download the app to your Mac, to your Windows, to your phone even. It can be a browser extension. You click, you connect to them. You can choose any country basically that you want to connect to. They're based in over 94 countries, so you can check which countries they're in. If you click over here on the full server locations, you will see all of them. So here basically you have all the various countries they offer. You have a lot of choice to be had. And why this is important? Because sometimes when I travel, I want to connect to my home country to get all the services that I normally get and that I couldn't get maybe in another country. Or you want to circumvent a firewall, or you want to buy flights and actually you get them cheaper by using a VPN and pretending you come from another country. You would be surprised how sometimes you can actually get a better deal on your purchases. And here you can see how it looks. Basically it's a little application that sits down here, and all you have to do, now I'm disconnected, I click the button and boom, I'm connected right now to Germany, even though I'm based in Lithuania. So with the click of a button, you can see here, I tried to book cheaper flight tickets recently. So I chose Romania or Bulgaria, where the average GDP is a bit lower than in other countries. And quite often actually you get a better deal. So definitely I really recommend it. And you can see here on the 3 dots, many countries to choose from. They even recommend you which ones would be the fastest, because some countries that are closer to you tend to be faster than others. So definitely a great choice here, but somehow, maybe it's the German roots in me, but Germany actually offers me the fastest service while offering me a lot of websites and content for free, and content in German, which otherwise maybe I couldn't access. So I really strongly recommend you use a VPN, because you're going to be much safer than not having it. Plus the added bonuses of getting better deals and accessing even Netflix from other countries, etc. So definitely a lot of benefits. And if you want to sign up to ExpressVPN, then please use the link in the description below. Next up, we have password managers. Now, obviously you want to be once again secure and safe online. And that goes in line with having a lot of different and difficult passwords, because still, surprisingly, so many people have the same password across different platforms, different websites. And guess what? The problem is, once you get hacked, people can easily access all your various accounts. So that's the worst thing you can do. So you want to have individual passwords for each different websites. But obviously that's going to be super hard to remember. Then I've seen people writing it down in their notes app or in the Word document, which is super unsecure because it's not encrypted and can be easily accessed and hacked, and people can use it against you. So you want to be using a password manager. Now for many years I used to use the Chrome inbuilt password manager until I realized it's actually not that safe and secure. Plus, I want to have something cross-platform, because sometimes I use Firefox for some things, sometimes I use Safari, other times I use Chrome, then I use it on my mobile. So I look for a tool that can cover all these various platforms, is reliable and safe, and has a long proven track record of not being hacked, because of course those can potentially also be hacked. And then I found 1Password. Now sadly at the moment they're only available for Mac and iOS users, and if you are an Apple user, then obviously it's so much better than Keychain, which is the native inbuilt password manager of Apple, because it offers so many different things. You can save your password, all your logins for your work, for your private, for your family. So really versatile. That's how it looks. Super sleek, super modern. It can actually check if any of your passwords have been leaked or hacked. It will notify you immediately. It will create new passwords for you for new websites, saves them. So honestly, it's so seamless, such a joy to use, and I absolutely love it. Of course, if you're not an Apple user, there's also LastPass, which is more platform agnostic and can be used by pretty much any user. And that's another great option out there, which actually is for free. Though recently there has been a small compromise in some of the passwords, but then again, overall, it's definitely a great service as well. And many people absolutely adore this platform. I've just been using 1Password being an Apple user, but otherwise definitely it's a great tool as well. You definitely need to have a password manager, especially in this channel we talk about investing. So a lot of your funds are stored online, so you want to make sure they're really well preserved and secured. Next up, let's move to utility tools. Tools that I use every day for my private life, for my business part, and tools that I recommend anyone to use. Most of them are actually for free. Starting off with Grammarly. Now, chances are you have heard about Grammarly before. Still, I see a lot of people not using it, and I've actually installed it in my Chrome extension, so it sits there in my browser, and it's an amazing tool that basically, as you can see over here, really helps you not just to correct individual words when you make a spelling mistake, but also improve your grammar and your tone of voice. And it's really, really powerful. Sometimes when I think I wrote a good email, they actually suggest to rephrase certain sentences, and it just shows you how great the AI has become over the years. But honestly, it's super, super powerful. And for the most part, I use the free version, so there's absolutely no issue. There's no way for me to pay, and I don't have to link it to my account. So it's not like they know who I am and what I'm writing. Obviously, there is a bit of privacy concerns because technically they need to analyze what you write. But yeah, as I have not linked it up to my account, I really trust them. And honestly, it helped me so many times to improve my emails or offers. So it's super, super powerful. And honestly, it doesn't cost you anything. It lives in your browser. You can have it for Chrome, Safari, different browsers. So honestly, there's no excuse to write lousy emails anymore. The second utility tool is Video Speed Controller. And that's an extension I really cannot live without anymore. Obviously, myself being a YouTuber, I'm a YouTube addict. And in general, watching and consuming a lot of video online. Now, of course, on YouTube, you can change the playback speed. And mostly I used to watch at 2.0 speed because I really want to get through content fast. I speak myself quite fast and I want to watch videos fast. Now, I know it's not really nice to some creators who spend so much time editing, optimizing, but I just want to hear the idea and the content. So usually I go on 2.0. But at some stage, I even wanted to have it faster. And not just on YouTube, even on other platforms that don't have a speed controller, I installed Video Speed Controller on my Chrome extension. And then with the click of a button, as it's shown over here with D, you increase the speed and I can go all the way to 5.0. Usually I end up watching on 2.5, 3 times the speed of a normal video. And really it saved me so much time going through some online courses where otherwise I'll be sitting, okay, when is the guy getting to the point? So this can shave so much time off your workflow. And I really, really strongly suggest you check it out. It can really save and optimize your workflow. And best of all, it's free. Now let's move to business driving tools. These are tools that can help you start your business, drive your business, and just help you to monetize and make money online basically. So first up, let's start with the scheduling tool, because obviously either you might have personal calls or you might have a business where you have a discovery call. Whatever the reasons, most likely at some stage you want to have some kind of call with your client, with future prospects, etc. So there are a lot of different tools out there. One of the most famous and popular is Calendly. That also offers a free option, which obviously comes with a few limitations, but overall to get you started, if you have one type of call, it's a great way to get started and start scheduling, and makes things so easy and simple because it basically does the entire scheduling, planning, entry into your calendar seamlessly, even attaching the call details. If it's a Zoom call or Google Meet call, it will automatically be all in the email sent to the client, to your partner, to yourself. So it's super, super simple. You can also take payment through Calendly. You can see I started myself with it in the beginning when I started my calls. As you can see, now I'm on the free plan, so I can only choose one active call. If I wanted to have various calls, like a 15-minute discovery call, etc., then I would have to pay for it. But if you want to have only one call, then it's a great option that you can have. And then obviously you can customize it. You can go into editing, and then you can see who can book it, what are the time periods, etc. So it's really, really great, super straightforward, super simple to set up. And you can click on View Live page, and that's basically how it's going to look. You can see it over here, and that's the link you can also use and copy wherever you have to copy it to. However, recently I started using more and more cal.com, which is basically an alternative to Calendly, but also offers even more features, and best of all, free of charge, which, as you know, I really like free tools and software. It pretty much does most of the things Calendly does, but as I said, you can add more events, even having a payment link with Stripe without having to pay for it, which is amazing. It integrates, as you can see, with all the other calendars, Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, what have you. And yeah, you will get a basically ID over here, which you can copy, share with your colleagues, share with your clients, put into a lead generation page, wherever you need to put it. And then automatically it basically puts it into your calendar, into the client's calendar. And it's super, super simple, super straightforward. You get notified when they move it, when they cancel. And as you can see over here, I have now 2 events, the 30-minute and 60-minute call with me. So once again, here I can see on the preview how it looks. And you will see it pulls it up. And basically, as you can see, it's the same as Calendly. And the great thing is here, people can only book it if they make the payments. So I don't have to do the whole processing afterwards, sending emails with the payment link, etc. Cal.com will do all the work for you. And in Calendly, you have to pay for that feature to integrate with Stripe. Here it's actually free of charge. Plus I can have many more events without having to pay for it. So it's really, really cool. And for me personally, I think a better alternative to Calendly. Next up, we have Loom. And that's really a tool I only discovered recently, but I really think it's super, super powerful, especially if you do a lot of business online, but also if you want to share things and content with your teams. Basically what it does, it allows you to quickly make a screen share of your screen, Plus, it takes your camera and microphone from your laptop, or you can connect it to an external camera like the one I'm using right now, or to your iPhone to have better quality. And from there, basically you can run somebody through a specific tool, a software, a sales pitch, whatever, and quickly explain them hands-on, because often we cannot be there with the person. This way you can use it, for example, to sell somebody sitting in America a tool that you're using. Explain them how they can improve their website. Explain them why they should hire you to run their ads and what you would do. And you give them a few pointers and you can see how simple it is. The client will basically see the video, same as you see in this YouTube video, a screen share of your screen, what you're doing, plus yourself, plus your voice. And that makes things so much more personal and interactive. And it's much more powerful than sending a memo or screenshots. But I'm actually starting to use it when I pitch to new clients why they should go with me, because they have my personality plus my expertise as they see me doing it on screen. So I think super powerful tool. And best of all, you don't have to upload it, edit, etc. As soon as you stop recording, and once again, it's an extension in your browser, the file is automatically uploaded to the cloud and you have a link which you can immediately share with that person, and you will actually get notified as soon as the person watches the video, so you know that the person has watched it. And that's really great, because afterwards you can do follow-up with them. Did they like it? Did they have any questions? So it's super powerful, and not so many people are using it. So I think you can really differentiate yourself by using a tool like Loom. They're free for the most part, but of course it has certain restrictions after a while, but then you can upgrade, and even the business one with $8 per month I think is really reasonable, and you get unlimited videos, unlimited uploads. So it's really powerful, and I strongly recommend you have a look. It might really slot in well either into your company or as a content creator or in starting up your new business, generating leads. It's a super powerful tool. Once you got your client, you scheduled them, you obviously want them to pay. And for that, I think there's no better option than Stripe out there. Everybody's familiar with it, people trust them. It's available in most countries out there. And they take less fees than PayPal. I used to start with PayPal, but honestly, I had so many issues all the time with PayPal. And now actually there's a lot of backlash against them going on. So honestly, I always prefer to stay away from them. But Stripe is just super simple. They do all the backend work for you. Clients have a lot of options to pay with the payment link, Apple Pay, Google Pay. They make everything so seamless and easy for you. They can have recurring payments. You can also integrate if you have an offline store and people want to pay with their card. They keep on inventing and adding new features. And it doesn't matter if you're a freelancer or have a huge company. It's honestly the best version for anyone to get started. It's free of charge. They're not going to charge you anything. They're only going to charge you a small commission on each payment, obviously, which I believe is below 3%. So honestly, it's quite reasonable, and an amount that you would anyways have to pay to credit card companies. So yeah, Stripe, I used it for many years and I absolutely love the service, and I really recommend you check it out. Next up, there's Beacons.ai. In case you ever read my descriptions below the video, you might have noticed that I always promote one link to all my links and contacts, and that basically takes you to my Beacons page, which is basically my landing page for all things. And there it's super simple, as you can see over here, and that's like a micro website, which is super simple to set up, free of charge. And here I have all my various referral links, which whenever any of you clicks and uses any of the service, which I truly appreciate, there's a benefit for me, there's a benefit for you. And that's a tool where I have all of them hosted, because if I put some links under this video, but then maybe in 3-4 months that link is not valid anymore, I would have to go back to all the various videos and edit them. Here I just promote one link, and then I have one central place where I can update those links. And as you can see, automatically it also pulls my latest video. I have all my social medias here, and it's super simple. I can change here the header. I can do any changes I would have to do to that. You can add the video if you wanted to. I have on autopilot, so it pulls the latest video from my YouTube. I can add any links that I want, and it's super simple by just adding a new link. I also have a support over here where you can buy me a coffee if you want to, which is an amazing tool if any of you wants to support me, which I truly appreciate. You could do that over here. I could also add other integrations. When you click on monetize, I could have a store, for example, where I could sell a file. So, you could put it here, host it, and somebody could buy it from you, and all of it free of charge, and you get to keep all the money, which is amazing. You can change the design over here if you wanted to mix it up a little bit, but I like to keep it, in line with my brand colors. You can have insights as well, where you can see all the various traffic sources. So it's really powerful and useful. And normally the website would be beacons.ai/whatever your domain is, but I think a lot of people might be a little bit reluctant and hesitant. They don't know what Beacons is, and they might not click on the link. So that's why I bought my own domain, smartmoneywithkai.com, and then I basically linked it over here in custom domain. For that you have to pay a little bit, so I pay around $7, but I think it's worth it. And this link now I can put on my social media, send to anyone. It instills trust because people see my domain name. I think it's worth it, and hopefully the bigger the channel gets, the more traffic comes, more people will click on it and then have a chance to interact, use my tools, etc. So I think it's a super powerful tool. And lastly, let's talk about email newsletters. Yes, guess what? Emails are more powerful than ever, because most people actually do read their emails in their inbox. So you really get in front of their eyes and don't have to depend on any algorithms. So I think if you have good content, people are gonna read your emails. And that's the great thing. That's your own little part of real estate on the internet. You're not subject to any social media platforms shutting you down for limited reach, etc. Once you start building a big mailing list, these are your loyal people. These are people who want to hear from you. So I think it's super, super powerful. And I've only recently started to promote and start building my mailing list, because in the past I haven't really done that. So I really want to consciously drive that. So when I wanted to start, I was looking around, what are the best tools out there? And again, there's so many out there. Most of them start off free, but after a certain number of subscribers, you have to pay. Most people are familiar with tools like MailChimp, there's ConvertKit, there's MailerLite, so a lot of options out there. But in the end, I wanted something really, really simple. I'm not doing e-commerce. I'm not trying to, have like crazy email sequences, which are automated emails, after purchase, etc. I just wanted to have a free tool that allows me to send whenever I want to my subscribers, to interact with them at least on a weekly basis, share a couple of links, share a couple of thoughts, and start building and growing my email list, which later on I can also export, and if I wanted to, import into a more polished professional tool. And that's how I ended up at Substack, which is actually a part and were acquired by Twitter. But yeah, it's one of the easiest tools to start writing newsletters. It's super straightforward, super simple, free of charge. You can even charge your clients to read your email newsletters, even though I would not suggest it in the beginning. If you want to grow, you want to give out stuff as much as possible free of charge. And yeah, a lot of big creators on the platform, and it's super simple to opt in, to subscribe. They also have a nice mobile app where you can start creating and writing your email newsletters. So yeah, definitely a great tool to get started, especially when I compared it to some of the more sophisticated email newsletter clients out there. If I wanted to write a new email, I would click on New Post, and from here, all I have to do is start writing a title, start writing text, put any hyperlinks, any pictures, like you would edit a normal Word document, etc. And then you just continue. You can select if you have different subscriber lists, but otherwise you just shoot it off to all your subscribers and they're gonna get your email. So it's super, super simple, super straightforward, and there's no reason anymore to stop building your email newsletter list. And if you haven't already, then I would really appreciate if you join my newsletter. The link is down in the description below. Of course, there are loads more amazing tools out there, but these are some of my all-time favorite tools that really anyone can use and benefit from it. And if you have any other great recommendations, then please let me know in the comments below, and I'm always happy to check them out and learn new things. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me. I appreciate you so much for watching all the way until the end. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.